Check, check, check. Winona or Nicole, can you hear us?
Sure can.
All right, I can't believe this worked. All right, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. It is 7:03, not bad. I'm Mike Anderson, Chairman. I'm here with Dan Smith, Vice Chair, Carl Johnston, Gary Nino, Amy Friend is gonna be seated for Sarah, and Lou Gingerella. And Winona's online for Dean. Any public comment? I don't see any hands. There's nobody in the audience. Going to correspondence. I did receive the March finances from Troy Hopkins. But I did not distribute them yet because we'll schedule a meeting and I'll distribute them then. Well, I'll distribute them before that meeting so you guys have a chance to look at them. We got budget discussion. And the only reason I called this meeting is because there was some discussion at the last meeting about what are we gonna do as far as the closing the budget gap. Are we gonna go beyond that? There was at the public hearing that Nick Mullane had suggested that we not lower the mill rate given the library situation coming up. I personally disagree with him. I understand what he's saying, as far as keeping that. The point is that we'd keep more money in the undesignated fund that could ostensibly be used to lower that debt, to pay some of that debt. And to do so, we would have to basically ignore our policy for a period of time, the 17% policy, because we are going to be above it probably by the end of this fiscal year when they do a closeout. So my feeling is that giving people a break and having, just that good feeling after this hopefully that's going to get the referendum passed and make people feel good about this budget. I would think that it would make them feel more comfortable with, the library thing too, versus keeping the mill rate at where we are now and trying to get them to understand that there might be more money in the undesignated fund that we can go towards. I just think it's just a different mindset. That's just my opinion. If I'd like to, take a straw poll on, do we want to do what I said in my presentation, or do we want to you want to pay just to close the gap with whatever it is, $96,000? Lou?
Well, I would agree that I think it's better to recognize where we are. The policy is 17%. There's no guarantee that any of the things that we expect to come in that might eat into some of that unallocated money would even happen. So I say lower the mill rate and move on from there.
Dan?
Yeah, I would say that lowering the mill rate is the best thing. We're not running at the bottom of the undesignated fund. So if we are comfortable as a board that we can lower the mill rate and we're going to be up towards the top, if not over our financial obligations for that fund, I think it's more than adequate to be able to do that. And we're not talking about, a difference of balancing it versus giving like millions back. It's pretty responsible. So
We, like I said in the presentation, we have 165,000 coming back from the steep and from the LoCIP. So I mean, and that's not even taking into account what's gonna happen at the end of the year with the
Yeah,
give back. So,
Exactly, getting the school money back this soon was definitely a game changer on that. It
Yeah.
definitely pumped up the account. So, with the way the budget went and everything, I think it's more than adequate, and I think it's a good thing.
Amy?
Yeah, I would overall agree with what you said. I do not agree with, kind of steamrolling over the possibility of reducing the mill rate and however much we can in anticipation of something that hasn't even come through our pipeline yet. So I think that would be also against policy to kind of anticipate something that shouldn't really be set forth as
Right.
of right now, so.
Right.
Thank you. Gary?
Agreed.
Carl?
Agreed. I'm wondering if, how long can you be over 17%? Do we know that?
You can be over 17% basically once you get the notification of that, it's basically the fiscal year.
You have a
So
whole year.
yeah, you have a whole year.
So-
So it would just say something came in October, everything. It's not right then and there. You have to load that, you get to the next fiscal year and
And we can
everything.
spread it
then-
out a little later. So
Yeah, we can spread, this is
I'm
this is
agreed
a,
with everybody else.
this is a good move. It really, really is.
Winona, what are you saying?
I agree with lowering the mill rate, and all along I have said that I didn't think that we should commingle the library request with the budget. So I feel like that kind of supports my feelings on that as well. So I'm in agreement with your proposal, Mike.
Okay,
Yeah, Mike, just to go for it, like Wino was saying, really, the library is a completely separate thing. We've divorced it so far down the line. Until that comes to us, if it does come to us, that's when we have to deal with that.
right.
Yep.
I agree. And we're taking money that we know is coming back to do the plug and the lower. So it's not something that's not gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the fiscal year. So we're not doing anything with that regard. We're doing what we know we're getting back. So just like we did at that 6 o'clock meeting prior to the town, hearing, I'd like a motion to go forward as we presented at the town, hearing.
Like to make a motion to set the budget as presented at the town meeting, town hearing.
Yes.
As presented, move it to the Board of Selectmen.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay,
6-0.
that's 6-0. We got minutes. Now Amy sent minutes and I have them. We have Winona's from April 17th. Nice job, Winona.
Thank you.
Any? Let's just,
I think we already approved those minutes.
what's
Yeah.
that?
We approved the
Yeah,
minutes from the.
why
17th.
no, yeah, the 17th,
did?
we
Yes.
approved
Okay.
those.
Never mind.
It's in my minutes.
All right. So we have the 6 o'clock meeting from April 22nd, 2024.
Make a motion to accept those minutes.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? All right, 6-0. April 22nd, the 7 o'clock meeting.
Make a motion to accept those minutes as written.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Abstentions? 6-0. Minutes of April 24th. The The only thing that I was a little confused about, Amy, was on item number 4. I know that Bob had talked about, 5,000 was satisfied through prior budget. Was it? If 5,000 was already satisfied through through the money that was budgeted, right? Is that what you meant by that? Right. You already paid, he'd already paid 5,000 of the tab, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I think maybe because we're still talking about the same budget, he was under budget. So if we could just amend it to 5,000 been satisfied through the budget. Already allocated,
I agree.
through the approved budget.
Through the approved budget,
Yeah.
not prior.
Yeah, the approved budget of fiscal year 2023-24.
Make a motion to accept the minutes as amended.
Second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Abstained? 6-0.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're muted, Winona?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
I was looking at the numbers, for the math.
Did you check?
Yes. Would you expect anything else, Amy?
No.
Nope. Thank you.
Okay, minutes done. On to, any public comment?
Oh, Nicole.
Nicole?
Best Board of Finance meeting ever, guys.
Thank you. Well, this is your fault, by the way.
No, it's not. No, let it be known, it's Mr. Carlson's fault for not hearing me when I wanted to speak.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? All right, 7:15. What? Oh. Bye, everyone.